Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail. In the last parts, we did the botanist slash miner quest for Shuni over here. And now we are off to do the fisher quests and to wrap up my escapades when it comes to the gatherers. So, hey man, what's up? This is probably gonna be a long video, like the last one probably a little bit was. Yeah. Me and fishing don't really go hand in hand, so this will be an experience for me. So hey man. You're the fisher Rob you introduced. Perfect timing, I've got good news. You, my friend, have just inherited the deed and rights to fish Fancies Donuhanu. Ugh. Really, you're really handing out shop rights to that like that? I jest, lass, I jest. It's just my little shop here has been seen better days, and I worry old Donuhanu's run out of old tricks to keep her afloat. Fish Fancies Donuhanu doesn't deal in your everyday mackerel and haddock, you see. No, we deal in danger, drama, dreams. Our fish are outstanding in their waters. Fancy catches it all. Of course, not everyone shares our taste of the exquisites. The average Terrali would want something familiar on their dinner plate, so local fish tend to throw their fanciest trawls right back into the ocean. Can you imagine dismissing a fish simply because it's got too many teeth or has eyes in concerning places? Needless to say, I snatch up or whatever odd catch the fishers can't untangle from the nets and sell it myself. With little result, I'm afraid. I spend my days floundering around, not in a fun way. I've all but resigned myself to mongering for the masses, but I feel like meeting you here today was a sign to keep chasing my dreams. Assuming you're here to help me fish out of my troubles, that is. You had me at fish. Thank you, lass. Thank you. Donuhanu! Donuhanu! Might I borrow you for a moment? There's a man asking about a fish down at the pier. Like the sound of that. Seeing as you're a fishing my partner, now why don't you come along? The pier's just there. Okay. How bad can it be? Alright. This line here is in search of an unusual sort of fish. I reckon you'd be the one to ask. So you're Donuhanu? A fish Fancies Donuhanu? Please, I need your strongest fish straight away. Hold your seahorses, lad, and start from the beginning. A strong fish? 100 pardons. I didn't even introduce myself, did I? I am Pashinin of Whalaqee. Oh, that's why you think it looks familiar. You're a blue mage. Ours is a small community in Downtrail, so you may not have heard of us. We have long upheld a close relationship with nature, as it blesses us with the wild creatures who bequeath magics upon us. Oh, Martin taught me all about the Whalaqee. Oh, you know Martin. You must know how mastering magical arts, I believe you fondly call it blue magic, is a rite of passage for all Whalaqee. And I have no doubt he also stressed the importance of mastering a wide array of techniques drawn from all types of beasts. Boy, I'm a master at blue mage, so I got you all covered. Why are we looking so surprised? We're blue mages ourselves. Unfortunately, despite my every effort, I've only been able to grasp one technique. Ah, shit. The manipulation of something. Like a big fish. Oh, that's a stupid move. I can't remember what it was called. spit take or something. It's probably not. It's not spit take. It's something. I don't remember what it was. The solitary link to Whalaqee magic was bequeathed to me by a seabird. Limited to my abilities may be, I am determined to hone them to a strength run rather by any, and defeat any creature my rite of passage requires. Every enemy has a weakness, and there must be a fish that can exploit each one. It's simply a matter of finding the right fins for the job. I don't know about that. Which is why my first trial, I seek a strong fish, one capable of felling a giant leathery toad. Well, that's about the most thrilling thing I've ever heard. You're a godsend, lad. A beam come true. A bream? Don't you mean dream? He says he needs something strong, bold, brave. A fish that isn't tilapia. Come on, it's back to the fancies with us. Once I've thought up with the right fish, I'm counting on you to go and catch it. What a glorious day. I can't wait to find us a mighty swimmer. It'd be nice if we could actually go to the Whalaqee sometime and actually, you know, walk around, see what the place is like. I mean, that'd be a cool way to bring in some new Blue Mage quests with this expansion. That'd be a good way to do it. Imagine all the fishing docks and all the ports and all the world Pashini and walks into ours. I'd heard the vague rumors about mages up north who pull energies out of critters, but I had no idea they used fish. Though it sounds like the lad's a bit of an eccentric even among his own people. All the more reason to help him. We odd fish have to school to go. Oh, I get it. We odd fish have to school together after all. Oh, let's see. He needs a strong fish. He needs a fish strong enough to defeat a giant toad. See, it's bound to be still thick, so maybe if he uses a... No, too brittle. Just give me a moment. Fish Fancies! Alright. Of course, the answer is obvious, Cessla. I can't call you Cecil, can't I? Machining doesn't need strong, it needs sharp. To wit, the King Puffer. Its blade-like spines are so sure to deflate intel like the defectable dirigible. I don't pretend to know how Pashini's magics work, but as long as the lad needs a fish, we'll deliver him a fish. In fact, let's deliver him several. You can never have too many fish. That's the Fish Fancies Donuhanu Maru. So on with you, lass. Spice yourself some crimson glugworms from Bayside Bevy and catch your line at High Tide Harbor. As soon as you reined in some kings, hurry back. We can't help but keep our friend waiting. Alright. Okay. So I gotta find some baits. While we're here, since I capped out on scripts, what can I buy? Those are gatherers. Those are crafter scripts. Was there anything I can fucking buy with... Oh, I looked at the wrong one. Duh. What can I buy with gatherer scripts? Apparently I already had all those. Okay. Bait materials. The folklore nonsense, which I have no idea what any of this is. There's the bait. Oops. Hang on, I'm trying to buy stuff. What kind of gear is there? Shitty gear, that's what it is. Gear I don't need. You know what? I don't know any of this is. So that probably unlocks hidden nodes, I would assume. Alright, so I need fish bait. And I already forgot what kind of fucking bait I needed. That's all equipment. Oh, Crimson Lugworm, that's what I needed. You know what? I'll buy... I don't think I'll need this many, but... I definitely don't want 200,000 of those. Alright. Wrong one. Crimson Lugworm. I have no idea what swim bait is. Well, it would have been easier if I just went and fished over there, but we're right here anyway. Alright, we'll probably be here for a while, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip it right now, and then when I have my 6 fish, I'll be back. Okay, mans, I got your fish here. I didn't realize they had to be collectibles, which I guess I probably should have expected. So I had to go back out and hunt down 6 more fish. So, but I got them. Can't say much about their collectability, but who cares? I don't need collectability. Flawless! Spawns of Whalaqee. Pacino will be no doubt puffed with pleasure. Alright. God damn, they're fucking bigger than I thought they would be. Holy shit. I didn't realize they were that big. I thought they were the little small ones. Behold the majesty of a king! Though, don't let this winsome roundless fool you. King Parvas are notorious net wreckers. A menace, dead or alive. What an incredible specimen. I've never seen anything like it. Then, may I partake? Of course, lad. These are your fish to use however you like. You said you're pulling magic out of them, right? How's that done exactly? By eating every piece of it, spines and all. That's not really how blue magic works. I thought we just had to watch them use the spell, and then bam, it's learned. I don't think that's how blue magic works. Meaning no disrespect, but you best rethink that notion, lad. You try to eat that fish, and it'll gut you from the inside. It's the only way I can acquire my magics. Rest assured, I've come prepared. As mentioned previously, my only grasp of Whalaqee with magic is upon the slippery and scaled. Where the best of my brethren must master many techniques, I must master many fish. The method is simple. I eat fish in its entirety, then I can call upon it at any time. Most Whalaqee can only summon a single species, you see. The more I meet a particular fish, the stronger our spiritual affinity grows. So I am prepared to consume as much as necessary. I don't think that's how it works, but hey, you do you, man. To this end, I've spent many moons studying the culinary arts that I might prepare any and all fish for complete and pleasurable consumption. Any fish? Even fancy ones? I sell the occasional anchovy for my customers to munch on while they browse my better beauties, but folks are only looking for a feast. Then we make them the fanciest feast they've ever seen. Machining, you've got to teach me how to cook. In exchange, me and Cecil help find any fish you need for your rite of passage. You'll have more trials to overcome than one spongy old toad, eh? Indeed I will. Thank you, Donuhanu. I couldn't ask for a happier arrangement. Likewise, my lad, you'll be needing a kitchen, won't you? Or did you have one place in mind? No place in particular, I admit. My only aim was finding a suitable fish. The rest I assumed would fall into place. Well, you're welcome to use old Donuhanu's kitchen in the resplendent quarter. Nothing glamorous, but more glamorous than nothing. Your generosity is limitless, then. Or, limitless. Then, without further ado, allow me to prepare these wonderful puffers you've caught me. Where did you fucking stuff that thing? Where'd you even stuff the barrel? That's where I wanna know. What the fuck? You shoved it in his back pocket. And there you have it, a king puffer sipping garden dish with deep fried spines. Okay, you do you, man. I don't know if this is how blue magic works, but hey, to each their own. That was divine! You really ate those spines right up. You caught some wonderful specimens. Already I can feel their energies taking root within me. I must familiarize myself with new fish before I can use them in battle. If you'll excuse me, I'll find some quiet corner in which to do so. Of course! May your king serve you royally. Okay, there he goes. Now I suppose we wait. Fancy a quick fish? Alright. I'm a friendly fish finder. Alright, what's next, man? Pashinian should be back any moment, I'd wager. At least I'd hope so. Apologies for the way, I believe I mastered my command over the King Puffer Phantasms. Their spines were able to pierce a wooden mannequin with ease. They should go right through our giant toad. Going through a wooden mannequin and going through a leather toad are two completely different aspects, but hey. My rite of passage will demand much of me, however. I'll need an arsenal of fish before attempting it. Among my marks will be a gargantuan tortoise with a shell as hard as stone. Tell me, Donuhanu, do you know of a fish sturdy enough to combat such a foe? There's no fish sturdier than the Whalaqee pleco. Their scales are so good as armor. If armor were as good as their scales, you can find them in water's Hanu. They can't resist this honeybee on a hook. Off you go now, Cecil. Koza. All right. I guess we're going there, huh? Take me away, Hanu. Alright, I'm gonna get my 6 fish, then I will be back. So, I'll be back in a jiffy. Alright, I got your fish, mans. Here you go. Enjoy them. Got you another feast ready to go. Spring Bob brings back memories. Many a happy day spent splashing about water's Hanu and watching the Whalaqee plecos wiggle by. Alright. What do you think, Pashinian? Outstretched outdid herself, if you ask me. By neither beak nor talon, as you say in Donuhanu. Nothing crocks a Whalaqee pleco without its say-so. Perfect! I dare say I shall need a chisel. There he goes. Look at this plump meat! Enough for me to get the energies I need, and then much more. Did you both care for a bite? The soft part's here. As rich as any terrestrial game, wouldn't you say? What's more, the shell serves as a natural shell during frying, trapping, and settles flavors inside. You really know you're cooking, Bashinin. I've never ventured far beyond a hot grill and sprinkle of salt myself, but having tasted your pleco all but proves that every fancy fish, there's an equally fancy recipe. Why, that smells delicious! Your fish wouldn't happen to be for sale, would it? I came to market on another errand, but that aroma is simply to die for. My apologies, man, but that fish is already spoken for. Nonsense, I've partaken all that I require, so you're welcome to the rest. As for the recipe, it's really quite simple. First, you shall need a small chisel. It's working, Cecil. People are pursuing our pretties. I never gave much thought to recipes, but now I see they can sell fish all on their own. And the more fish Bashinin masters, the more recipes will have to win new customers. Let's keep our skills sharp, eh, lass? There's no telling what Bashinin will need next. Alright. Hey. Alright, what's next? What's next on the chopping block? Cecil, good news! Is your business booming? The customer who bought our spare Whalaqee pleco has been telling all and sundry but what a treat they are. Business for Fancies is, well, not booming per se, but much better than usual. I'm glad my culinary techniques can be of any small help. Thanks to the two of you, my dream feels within my reach, and my training proceeds apace. Speaking of, what's next on your fish list? Surely you need more than flippers to guarantee your goals. The next mark on my rite of passage is a gigantic crocodile of inordinate strength. Nothing short of a massive fish will stand a chance, I'd wager. Like that one. The Pararuku, or concerned eye you got there, lad. Those beetles are the svelte swimmers of Urko, packing 10 ounces of fish power for every ounce of strength, or flesh. Pello fishers are known to throw their rods should they hook one, unless they thirst for a swim downstream. I'd offer you that fellow in the tank, but he's the face of Fish Fancies, Donuhanu. Of all our offerings, Core Pararuku sells surprisingly well, likely due to its sheer volume. But Cecil here will catch you another one, a bigger one. The fish you snag that big boy from Carvar her, the first said it went wild for honeybees. Someone with your arms should have no problems reeling in a few. Probably. You know how to swim, right? Just in case. Am I going underwater? Wait, it's in Urko, so there is no water to dive in Urko. Okay. Where in Urko? Oh, I'm going over there. So I am going in the water, right? I forgot about that place over there. Yeah, there is water. Alright, I'm gonna get my 6 fish, and I'll be back, so we'll be back in a jiffy. Okay, mans, I got your fishies. Here you go, dude. Take it and like it. I'm not gonna ask how you managed to drag the sheer mass of Core Parakuruku all the way back to Thule. Probably better not to ask, because I don't know. I'm not gonna ask, but I would love to know. I would love to know. I stuffed it in my back pocket like the dude did with the big barrel. Yeah, it is a pretty fucking big fish, and we had 6 of those. Yeah, how did we bring that back from all the way from Urko? What the fuck? Now this is the sort of Core Pararuku you need, Bashinin. Smooth, shiny, and enormous. Are you planning to eat all of it? Of course, my development demands it. Only by taking a fish in its entirety might I come into a sense energies. This applies doubly for so for fish for such prodigious body mass. Despite its size, however, I can tell its meat has a mild flavor. A sauce of of aromatic herbs should pair well. Then I dare say the head will have plenty of fat to lend a savory taste. You can tell all that by just a look? Now that's living by thy fish. But old Donuhanu won't be outdone. I'll learn your recipe and pass on to everyone who buys our core Peroruku. Just wait until Pelo Pelo will get a taste of these aromatic herbs, eh? They might start keeping a firmer grip on their rods. It's my hope that by creating a delicious dish, I might pay respect to the life in which I partake. Preparing and eating this fish will take some time. If you need me, I shall be in your kitchen, Donuhanu. And once I have finished, I shall be prepared for my rite. Alright. I'm a fortuitous fish finder. Alright, man. Time has finally come, eh? Are you nervous about your trials? The prospect of testing my skills in battle is daunting, but so I must if I am to prove my worth as a Whalaqee. Besides, I carry with me more than the phantasms of the aquatic. Your wisdom and senseless tenacity will steer me true. In keeping with Whalaqee tradition, one of my brethren will witness my right for passage. It is a hunt that will help me take me across the land, but my final stop will be in Uyuyub. I never even fucking heard of that place. I'll be honored if you can come and meet me there, that you might see me what I have accomplished. The honor will be all ours, Pashinin. Cecil will go on ahead while I close up here. Good luck. Where the fuck am I going? Where is this? I don't even know where that is. Oh, it's just outside of Okano, huh? Not too bad. I was thinking it was like so far out in no man's land. Alright, let's see this man's blue magic. See how it compares to mine. Alright. Let's see this guy take on a big old gator. You must be early. It's time-consuming work, even by traditional means. Might take a lot longer than when you're fighting them fish. Made it! I hope I didn't keep you waiting long. Well, there's the monsters he's taking out. A gargantuan toad punctured by king puffers, a mighty tortoise shattered by Yakiwi plecos, and a behemoth crocodile crushed by I thought we were gonna actually see you fight! What the fuck? I call my board witness to both my hunt and passing these noble beasts. They will be conveyed to our village, whereupon they shall receive proper burial rites. So you're headed home then? Past your rite of passes with flying colors, as we knew you would. Not yet. There's another beast I must defeat before I can be accepted as a true Whalaqee. Greater and deadlier than the rest combined, a carnivorous tree with the body of a beast. A Trent? I know I ought to have told you sooner, but I'm afraid I have no idea how to slay it. Surely even fish have their limits. Now listen here, Pashinin. I don't know what your people expect of you, but I've seen how dedicated you are to your craft, and there's nothing the right fish can't do. So old Donuhanu will get you that fish. In fact, just the other day I heard about an Ixbral trader was that's something strange, dangerous lurking in the cenotes of the Jatika heartlands. Leave this one to me, Cecil. I was a bit of a fish in my youth. I think I can handle one simple catch. But you didn't just say it was dangerous? Fishing comes with the territory. I'm going after him. So you're gonna leave this poor lady to carry all this shit back to the village, back to the Whalaqee? Like, what the fuck? How's she gonna carry all that by herself? Pashina has always struggled with our people's arts, but a few Whalaqee rival him for persistence. There was a time when he felt ashamed of his limitations, but the young man I saw today was confident in his abilities. Imagine I have you and the Feathered Fellow to thank for that. Speaking of which, you want to follow him to the Octel. There's no telling what sort of danger lurks in those cenotes. I want to put it past Pashini to attempt something noble but reckless. Okay. Sounds about right. You leave this poor lass to take out. Okay. Sorry, lass. He literally dumped it all on you. Alright. Where am I going? You know where I'm going on the map. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going down there. Oh shit. I'm in the wrong area. Why'd I do that? You look winded, man. Are you alright? Cecilla, I was a fool. I thought I had it. My line stat that it had sent me a reel like some green fisher. But there was no mistaking what I saw. There's a shark in those cenotes. It must have drifted here from the salt by way of underground channels. I was already angry when I met it, and having my hook in its mouth can't be improving its mood. You've gotta catch it, Cecilla, both to help Pashini and maintain public safety. I use honeybees to lure it from the depths, but it can't have gone too far. Hurry before it cracks the hip of another foolish mushmonger. Alright. I'm not afraid of no fucking shark. Alright, I'm gonna reel the shark in, and I'll be back when I have that shark. Might take a bit. Got it! My shark! I fished it out. I stuffed it in my back pocket. Hey man, you're back! Did you get that piece of carp? Piece of carp. Here's your damn shark. I knew that at first tugget was an ordinary fish, but this defies imagination. If I had a cap, I'd doff it at Cecily. You're a phenomenal fisher. Fish of this size and strength may be exactly what I need to defeat that carnivorous tree. What luck! Finding one of these in the wide open ocean would have been a trying task, but now we've got everything you need to face your final challenge. Anyway, we can talk more about at the Fancies. A man needs to be surrounded by his favorite fish if he's to make a full recovery. Ugh. You got your ass handed to you by a damn shark. Alright. Home at last, but at least now Pashini is ready. We're not gonna see what the shark actually looks like. The speed and strength of one of the ocean's deadliest predators will serve you well. Only you best make a meal of it soon. Nothing's quite so stinky as a slain shark. Before I do, I must know something. That shop deal and rare and unusual fish that even exists feels miraculous to me. I can answer to all my prayers. Yet you have far exceeded the demands of a fishmonger to assist me. Even to the point of personal injury. Why? Well, it's a bit embarrassing to put into words, lad, but like I told Sessa earlier, these fish, these big, small, strange, ugly, fancy fish, are my passion. I'll never tire of seeing those sorts of bizarre creatures swimming around out there. But where I see beauty, as some folks see danger. What I consider fascinating, others consider a nuisance. When something like a cenote shark floats into a popular area, more likely than not, it gets exterminated on principle. Unusual catches get discarded as worthless all the time. They're worthless to miss simply because they're different, and that ruffles my feathers. It's our responsibility as fish lovers to honor our catches, each and every one. Only it takes more than simply loving a fish to convince others of its value. It takes a deep understanding of everything that fish has to offer. And that I learned from you, Pashinin. You're the reason Fish Fancies Donuhanu might one day become the shop that gives off odd fish a place in the markets everywhere. So don't worry about yourself about old Donuhanu, lad. Keep your eyes on the get through the rite passage like the proud Whalaqee you're destined to be. Now go on and eat up. That beastly tree isn't going to topple itself. Thank you. I won't let you down. There he goes. When Pashin's due to return, I'll let you know. Thanks, Cessla. Not a problem. All a day's work for a fisher! Alright, what's next? Any moment now, and Pashin should be back with news. There he is! Ahoy! Pashin, the fearless fish fighter. Pray do not call me fearless, Donuhanu. I fled from that vile carnivorous tree and came here now in disgrace. My brother in the tree assured me that I may undertake the trial again, but I can't for the life of me imagine what fish might fell the dread beast. He cast aside the snout shark as though it were a mere minnow. There, lad. We'll find you another fish. Never you fear. In the meantime, let's get something in your belly, eh? Nothing less of spirits like a fancy feast. Say, Cessla, do you have a permit to travel to Dawntrail? We were just there, weren't we? Oh, it's Shaloni. That's right. Excellent, there's a fascinating fish in Shaloni that's said to be fresh and rejuvenate. Never better to perk your up Pashinin, I'd say. Do you mean the raging Hanu head? Very same. You're familiar with the old mad head, then? I've never seen one in person, but I've heard they resemble Hanu, and that they migrate from the water into the sky upon maturity. Indomitable fish, a fish of substance. We need 6 of them, Cessla. Cross the bridge to Shaloni and cast your line into the eastbound Zorgor. And don't forget dragonflies for your bait. We're counting on you. Alright. Dragonflies. Easy. I don't want that. No, I don't want to do that. Dragonflies. Do I even have fucking dragonflies? I don't even have dragonflies. What the fuck? I bought all the fucking bait from the shop. All right, I'm gonna get the bait that I need, and I'll be back with my fish. So I will be back in a jiffy. All right, I got your fish, mans. Here you go. Take my fish and like it. We all be fin and scaled, and all my years in mongering fish, I've never seen a finer fellow within the raging Hanu head. You're welcome. It's a big fish. It's bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was like a small little goldfish, and it is not. Remarkably rotund. Yes, a fine resemblance indeed. I first heard about the raging Hano head from a traveling Pello merchant. In virtue of our close ties to nature, we Whalaqee are always keen to hear of new and unusual creatures, you see. Apparently their eggs are laid in freshwater lakes, but once hatchlings reach maturity, they leap into the clouds by way of the water spouts created by the hail snow sharks. First I thought it odd that a Dawntrail fish was named for Dawntrail's people. Perhaps a child like that merchant found it safe and reminiscent of the people who left unforgettable impressions and finally named the creature. Be it of Dawntrail or Dawntrail, that's a fish that'll soothe your spirits and strengthen your resolve. I'll leave the cooking to you, Pashinin, though don't mind me studying your techniques as you do. If there's a trick to making heavenly catches even heavenlier, our customers need to know. Let's have ourselves a raging feast, eh? Dubiously cannibalistic though it may be. Well, what can you do? Would you care for serving a raging Yohano head, Cecila? Plate me up, I'm intrigued. Understood, I'll get straight to work. Here we are, Raging Hano head soup. Delicious! Disturbingly delicious. Well, the meat had a fluffier texture than I imagined. Result of its aerial habitat, perhaps. Without a doubt, happy is the name who subs the fresh catches, even if they do look slightly like him. Thanks for fetching us for this treat, Cecil. Now that Pashinian's got his color in his cheeks, we can see about fishing for his final challenge. Old Donuhanu has just got to give it a good think, and he'll be sure to come up with something. Alright. Woo! Success! I'm a phenomenal fish finder now. Alright, what's the last fish on the day? Cecila, you surprised me. What's up? What's wrong with you? What's got you all? I feel much improved in both body and spirit thanks to you both. I'm glad to hear it, lad. Ready to take on your trial again? Then we need to find you a fish among fish with fins that can cut that carnivorous tree to timber. My Sinnoh shark failed to evoke so much as a flinch. I tried unleashing every fish at my disposal, thinking I only irritated it. Might need a fresh perspective then. Sessa, what think you of this conundrum? Sounds like a brute fish alone is gonna work. That's a fair point, lass. We've been choosing based on might, but there are plenty of fish for ways for a fish to finish first. For instance, in Usula, the heritage found, was it? They say lightning energies are thick in the air. Any fish that thrives in such habitat would be brimming with power, the power to paralyze even the sturdiest of beasts. I opt for the journey, Cecila. Why not? Of course you are. You're an ally to all things aquatic. Now, I don't know the area half as well as the local, so once you arrive up north, ask around. We're looking for a big, bad, and shocking. I'll continue training in the meantime. When I face that monster again, it'll know the true fury of my piscatory phantoms. Alright, well, you do, man. You do, you mans. Got a heritage found? Alright. Let's go to Gislani, the station. I guess it makes sense if we'd be down there. Alright. Let's see what we have around here. Sorry, but I work in agriculture. I wouldn't know the first thing about fish, electric or otherwise. To try to submerge skyline, where there's a water line, where there's fish. Thanks, you're really helpful. Lighting aspect of fish. Well, you've come to the right place. I can't remember where exactly, but I once saw a dorsal fin that was crackling with energy. Got shivers just looking at it. Well, we got some leads here. Not many come and search for a full Mysturgians. Fewer still I leave with one. Find yourself a popper and drop your line in the submerged skyline. The full Mysturgian developed an ability to store electrical energies in its body, so take care when handling it. If you're lucky enough to cook one, that is. A what? Oh, wait, what? A popper? I don't even have a fucking popper, man. Well, I need a popper, so I need to go buy one. So I will be right back. Got it! Got my fish! I'm out of here! I spent more money on the damn lures than I was hoping for. I can just resell them. I don't need them anymore. Alright. So I didn't know where to buy lures from the shop, so I had to go to the damn market board. Which is fine. I can just resell them. Alright, mans. I got your fancy schmancy fish. Now this is an electrifying catch, Cecilla. Bolt from the blue. They call it full Mysterigating, do they? And adapt to the hardship of its environment by skill and dedication. This is a fish to remember last. Inspirational! That shell warrant more caution than usual in the kitchen. I've never partaken of fish so steeped in lightning energies. Already keen on devouring this odd fish whole. They say what you are, what you eat. You are what you eat, Pashinin, but nobody says it's better than you. From you, Donuhanu, that was a flatterer of the highest order. I'll gratefully partake of your fish and attend my trial once more. Hope you'll honor me with your presence on the day. This time I will succeed. Will we actually get to see you fight? This time around. That's not a place I'd rather be. I'd not rather be, lad. Alright, let me see your blue magics at work. Oh, I thought you were fighting a Trent. Okay. You're fighting a tree dragon. I get why you struggled. Let me see your blue magics at work. I'm not a man I was. I have all I need to prevail. Great beasts of the wilds, by your might be I can't speak. Let me try that again. By your might may my worth be proven. Destinies of the blue attend. Full force. Full Sturgeon. Oh, gutted him. Took him down one shot. That's some powerful fish right there. Great beast of the wilds. I pay homage to your sacrifice. By way your might as my worth has been tested, but the fates may be measured true. Rights will be bestowed upon your body, and by your strength shall protect our natural world. Remarkable, lad. Well done. Donuhanu, Cecilla. This is all thanks to you. No problem, mans. I came to Actania as a frantic novice, begging for a fish which would prove my true. Oh my god, I can't read today! Begging for a fish which to prove myself. And now here I stand, a worthy member of my tribe, confident in my command of sharks and sturgeons alike. How could I ever repay you? I'm pondering the same, Machinin. How could I repay you for the recipes, for teaching our customers the flavors of fancy fish? Thanks to you, our piscatory pals have a place in the market. Fishes are bringing me all sorts of catches now, finding value where they didn't think to look before. Soon, Fish Fancies Donuhanu won't be just that queer little stall of Whalaqee. We'll be the preeminent dealer of unusual aquatic specimens from across the continent. A place where even the oddest fish are welcome. So, you hold your head high, lad, and take your place as a full-fledged Whalaqee. You always have friends waiting for you here in Thule. Hey. See, I thought he was fighting a Trent, not a tree dragon. Fish Fancies Donuhanu, she lives last! She was a humble prophet, and Pashinian's gone and achieved his dreams. You stood by us every step of the way, Cecilla. We'd have both have lost without you. Hope you enjoyed your time at the Fancies. You had me hooked at the Since the Star. I have a new appreciation for her fancy, that's for sure. That's what I'd like to hear. There are so many different fascinating swimmers out there. Just a cast away. Your skill will continue reeling the big ones, I have no little doubt. And Bashini and I will be broadening our repertoire of the unordinary, as I hope you come by from time to time to brag about your latest catches. We all fish have to stick together after all, and that means you too, Cecil, like it or not. I won't, but okay. Hey! I'm the fanciest fish finder. Alright. And that is it. That is it. But that's it. We've done it. We're done with all the gatherer stuff. So all the stuff to do is to bang these three out, which involves my crafters, and then that'll be it for the Wachimeki arc. So I have absolutely no idea when those videos will come out. Those will all depend on when I get a crafter leveled up to 100 to do them. So we'll just see. Those might be coming. Those might be coming soon. Those might be coming later on down the road. We'll see how fast it takes me to level up in the cosmic exploration. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next parts. Later.